A 70-year-old man died aboard a cruise ship in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. His 69-year-old wife collapsed dead at an airport 3 days later. A deadly virus came with them both, and no one knows how it got on the ship. This story is still unfolding. Breaking news. The World Health Organization confirmed on Sunday, May 3, 2026, that a suspected Hantavirus outbreak has killed 3 passengers aboard the MV Hondius, a Dutch-flagged cruise ship now anchored off Praia, the capital of Cape Verde, off the west coast of Africa. 6 people in total are believed to be infected. 1 case has been laboratory confirmed, 5 others remain suspected. 2 symptomatic crew members are still on board. 1 passenger is currently fighting for their life in intensive care at a facility in Johannesburg, South Africa. Cape Verdean authorities have so far refused to allow passengers to disembark. The MV Hondius, operated by Oceanwide Expeditions and carrying 170 passengers and 71 crew members, departed Ushuaia, Argentina approximately 7 weeks ago. The voyage took the ship through Antarctica and across to St. Helena, a remote British overseas territory in the South Atlantic, before arriving off Cape Verde this weekend. The first confirmed death was a 70-year-old Dutch man who was declared dead on arrival at St. Helena. His 69-year-old wife, also Dutch, survived the ship leg of the journey, but collapsed and died at OR Tambo International Airport in Johannesburg while attempting to board a flight home. South African Health Ministry spokesperson Foster Mohale confirmed both deaths and stated that the husband's remains are currently in St. Helena, awaiting repatriation to the Netherlands. A British national with a confirmed Hantavirus infection is being treated in South Africa. He is not among the dead, but his condition, according to reports, is critical. Here is what makes this outbreak medically alarming. Hantavirus does not typically spread between people. It is contracted through exposure to the urine, saliva, or feces of infected rodents, rats, mice, deer mice. A ship in the open Atlantic Ocean is not where this virus is supposed to appear. So how did it get there? Dr. Scott Miscavige, a family physician and president of Premier Medical Group, told CNN he was initially convinced the reports were a misprint. He identified 2 plausible explanations. Either the vessel became contaminated with rodent waste at some point during its journey through South America or Antarctica, or 1 or more passengers contracted the Andes variant of Hantavirus, which is found primarily in Chile and Argentina, and which carries limited but documented evidence of human-to-human transmission. If the Andes variant is confirmed, Dr. Miscavige warned it will, in his words, change the future of travel medicine and infectious disease. The WHO says it is now coordinating medical evacuations of the 2 remaining symptomatic passengers and has launched a full public health risk assessment of everyone aboard. The ship's single onboard doctor is managing the situation, with 241 souls still on board. Hantavirus kills more than 1 in 3 patients who develop respiratory symptoms, and there is currently no approved treatment or vaccine. This outbreak arrives less than 18 months after the death of Betsy Arakawa, wife of Hollywood actor Gene Hackman, from Hantavirus pulmonary syndrome in New Mexico, a case that briefly put this obscure virus on the global radar. What the MV Hondius outbreak now forces scientists and public health officials to confront is a deeper and more unsettling question. If the Andes variant can travel undetected across oceans inside a human host, spreading person to person in an enclosed space, what does that mean for every ship, every flight, and every crowded space on the planet? This is Untold Truths, where the stories the world needs to hear get told. If this story moved you, drop your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe now so you never miss a breaking story. The truth doesn't wait, and we don't.